Welcome back. The cancel exercise is universally helpful, as mentioned in the previous video, which means that it is also very helpful in relation to weight loss. Thoughts play a key role in what we eat, how much we eat, what we eat, and really every other aspect of food-related part of our lives. That makes this area a great area of life to use cancel. Over the course of this first part of the program, you'll increasingly be gaining awareness of what's going on for you around eating, and that is definitely going to include more awareness of your thoughts. So, starting right now, when you see any food-related thought that isn't congruent with what you want in this area of your life, what you want this area of your life to look like, be sure to cancel it using this method. It's important to note that some thoughts can be more persistent than others, especially food-related thoughts. So rather than just saying cancel one time, you might have to say it a bunch of times to really get a thought stream disturbed and out of your head. That's perfectly fine to do. You can say cancel as many times as needed to make that happen. Although we call it the cancel exercise, it can just be cancel until that thought stream is disrupted. Keep in mind that thoughts are often based on habits, and habits around food can be especially deeply ingrained. Sometimes a single cancel will be all it takes to keep a thought from returning, but more likely in the area of food, you're going to find the same and similar thoughts returning again and again and needing to be canceled each time. That's exactly what you want to do. Remember, this is just a communication method. Each time you use it, you're interrupting the power the thought has over you in that moment, as well as communicating that you don't want your nervous system to go in that direction anymore. You've likely communicated the exact opposite for most of your life. The thoughts that you're now canceling have been allowed to have a lot of power up to this point. They're used to being in charge, successfully generating emotions and actions on your part, and so on. It's going to take some consistency to break these patterns because initially your brain won't be sure what to believe. On the one hand, you seem to have been consistent in your thoughts and what they produce for many years. Your brain has watched the action that they produce, and it assumes that all of that is ultimately what you really want. Now, you seem to be interrupting those patterns sometimes and taking different actions. It's likely that your nervous system is going to keep defaulting to what it knows until you've canceled it and changed the actual patterns, the action patterns themselves, enough times for it to know for sure that this new pattern is truly what you want moving forward. This, of course, is perfectly fine as long as you understand and keep in mind that this is the game that you're playing. Many general things that you use cancel on won't have nearly as much power as some of your thought patterns around food. Typically, that's because they haven't been as consistently reinforced. Food-related patterns are often reinforced like clockwork, day in and day out, and thus they have more of a gravity to them. This makes your goal with this method simple and clear. You want to be as consistent as possible in using it for food-related thoughts and habit patterns. Use the newfound awareness of what's going on inside you around food that you'll be developing over the first 7 weeks of the program to find and take every opportunity to cancel the old and bring in the new. You'll be amazed at the changes you experience as you do. I'll see you next time.